So in today's video we are going to learn a very important concept in your English grammar, that is subject verb agreement. Okay, now exactly what do we mean by subject verb agreement? Okay, so whenever we are talking about subject verb agreement, it simply means that the verb must agree with the subject and also the verb must agree with the person. Now I'll give you examples and then easily you can understand it exactly what do we mean by subject verb agreement. Now see, if suppose I say that he are playing, okay, so now just tell me that is this sentence correct? He are playing, is this sentence correct? No, he is playing. Yes, he are playing is not correct. Or suppose I am satisfied. Now in this case the sentence is correct, but in this case the sentence is not correct. Now why is this so? Why he are playing is not correct? Because he is third person singular, and in the case of subject verb agreement this happens. Basically the verb must agree with the subject and also with the person. I'll give you some more examples. See, suppose if I am saying that, example from your book, if I am taking this road is blocked for public use. Okay, now this road is blocked. Suppose this road is blocked. Okay, if I am using suppose R, this road are blocked, is this correct? No. Why is that so? Because the verb is in this sentence, it is agreeing with the subject road, which is actually singular, all right. But if I'm using this road are, then the subject is singular, but the verb is actually plural. So in the case of subject verb agreement, what basically happens is that we need to understand this concept that the verb must agree with the subject and also with the person. Okay, so if the subject is singular, then the verb also needs to be singular. If the subject is plural, then the verb also needs to be plural. Okay, so this is what is happening. See, suppose, and if I change this entire thing, the entire sentence, if I change the entire sentence now, modify the entire sentence, and then if I write the city roads are under maintenance, see, or the roads are blocked, the roads, suppose the roads are blocked, now the sentence is correct because roads is plural, subject here is actually plural, and that is why the verb must agree with the subject. Alright, so basically what is happening in the subject verb agreement is that the verb must agree with the subject. If the verb is not agreeing with the subject, suppose if the subject is singular and if the verb is plural, it is going to be a mismatch, and this mismatch is not going to work, and then the sentence is basically going to be wrong. Or if the subject is suppose singular and the verb is plural, or whether the subject is plural and the verb is singular, no, this can't happen, and this is definitely going to be a wrong sentence then. So basically what is going to happen in the case of subject verb agreement is that this verb must agree with the subject, and if that is happening then it is fine. If that is not happening then it is absolutely not fine. As simple as that. When this happens, when the verb agrees with the subject, then it's fine, and that is called your subject verb agreement. That means the verb needs to agree with the subject. Okay, the verb must agree with the subject, and at the same time, see, at the same, now see, few more examples. See, Myra speaks very confidently. Okay, Myra speaks. Now because Myra is singular, that is why subject is also singular. Speaks, because we have added s. So if you add s or es, that means you are turning it into singular, right? So Myra speaks, because the subject is singular, that is why the verb is also singular in nature. But if the subject is plural, like the students, or suppose politicians, then it will be speak, because as your subject is plural, that is why the verb also needs to be plural. As the subject is in the plural form, then definitely the verb also needs to be in the plural form. Alright, so this is what basically happens in the case of subject verb agreement. That means the verb must agree with the subject. If the subject is singular, the verb also needs to be singular. If the subject is basically plural, then definitely the verb also needs to be plural. And also what should happen is that the verb must also agree with the person, like first person, second person, third person. You all know about that. Okay, so as I gave you the very first example, in the very first example I told you that suppose if he is there, okay, third person singular, he or she, then in this case we need to basically use singular. Okay, he, she is, not, sorry, he, she is will be correct, not are is wrong. They, third person plural, they, here we have to use plural, that is are. First person singular, I am. Okay, I am. First person singular, you have to use am. Okay, singular one. But in the case of second person singular, that is you, here we have to use you are, not you am. Okay, so there are few rules out there. I really hope that you have understood the basics about the subject verb agreement. Rest of the things will be clearing it in the class. I really hope that you have understood the entire concept. If still you face any doubts or difficulties, just go through the video once again. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you so much.